Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good afternoon. Welcome to the 4th International Research and Innovative Competitions and Conference 2025. Before we begin, allow me to run through a few gentle reminders to ensure a smooth session today. Kindly keep your microphones mute at all times to avoid interruptions. If you like to share your thoughts or questions, please don't hesitate to comment in the chat box. Please stay with us until the end of the session as we have an exciting program lineup, including our official closing ceremony. We hope you will enjoy this session and benefit greatly from the insight that will be shared. Thank you for your cooperation. I would like to extend a warm welcome to all our distinguished participants joining us through Zoom and Facebook Live. A very special welcome goes to our keynote speakers who have graciously accepted our invitation to share their expertise and perspectives with us today. We are truly honored by your presence and we thank all the attendees for making time to be part of I-Ritec 2025. Before we begin the keynote session, I would like to invite the Director of I-Ritec 2025, Technologist Dr. Wan Amizah binti Wan Juso, to deliver her welcoming remarks.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera and very good morning. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Alhamdulillah, with the grace of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, we are gathered today for the International Research and Innovative Technology Competition and Conference 2025, I-Ritec 2025, organized by Faculty of Engineering Technology, FTK, University Tun Hussein on Malaysia. It is my distinct honor as a program director to extend a warm welcome to all participants, judges, collaborators, and industrial partners who have joined us for these significant occasions. This year's edition held under the theme TVET Innovative Horizon, Digitalization and Smart Transportation provide a timely platform to showcase creativity, strengthen research collaboration, and explore innovations that support both national inspiration and global sustainability. This morning, we are especially privileged to welcome our keynote speakers. The presence of these two eminent keynote speakers truly elevates the structures of I-Ritec 2025. Their insight will not only enrich our knowledge and also challenges the opportunity in the era of digitalization and smart mobility, but also foster meaningful dialogues and collaboration across borders. On behalf of the organizing committee and University Tun Hussein of Malaysia, I express our heartfelt appreciation to our keynote speaker for graciously accepting our invitation despite their demanding schedules. Thank you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Technologist Dr. Wan Amizah, for the inspiring address. Ladies and gentlemen, the keynote session is one of the highlights of our conference, as it provides us with the opportunity to listen to leading experts in their respective fields. Today, we are privileged to have with us two distinguished keynote speakers who will be sharing their knowledge and insights. Let us now proceed with the first keynote presentation. It is my honor to introduce our first keynote speaker, Associate Professor Akhulich Vladimir Yurkevich from the Russian University of Transport MIIT. Associate Professor Akhulich Vladimir Yurkevich is a candidate of technical sciences and currently serves as an associate professor in the Department of Theoretical Mechanics at the Russian University of Transport. His expertise lies in structural mechanics, with significant contributions in soil mechanics as well as the analysis and design of bridges and tunnels. Over the years, he has actively participated in prominent international conferences. With his profound knowledge in structural and soil mechanics, along with his active international engagement in advancing computational methods in civil engineering, Associate Professor Akulich brings invaluable perspective to the team of I-Ritec 2025, focusing on innovation, sustainability, and technological transformation. Without further ado, please join me in welcoming Associate Professor Akulich Vladimir Yurkevich for his keynote presentation.
Hello, dear colleagues. My name is Vladimir Akulich. I am from the Russian University of Transport. The topic of the presentation is spatial calculation of the T-joints of cylindrical shells with the stage of construction. Problem statement. The objective of this work is to develop calculation methods and analyze the stress-strain state of orthogonally intersecting cylindrical shells, interacting with the surrounding soil in a spatial problem formulation. The study of such systems is in demand by modern practice. For example, during the construction of transport tunnels, subways, and other underground structures. The design and construction of unique buildings and structures in modern construction practice requires a comprehensive approach. This involves precise calculations and comprehensive studies of structural behavior under the influence of various factors. This is due to the complexity of architectural and engineering solutions and the necessity to ensure high reliability, safety, and durability of structures. Numerical methods play an important role in the design process. These methods allow modeling of structural behavior under various types of loads: static, dynamic, thermal, seismic, and others. It is important to consider construction staging. This allows for more accurate reproduction of the actual construction process. Among the most significant and critical construction objects are unique underground structures, metro station, underground passages, transport hubs, and deep tunnels. Engineering structures for ensuring metro operations, ventilation system, drainage, and power supply systems. In the process of constructing underground structures, auxiliary structures play an important role. For example, cross passages between tunnels. These elements ensure the functionality of main structures, but at the same time require special attention during design and calculation. Complex stress-strain states arise in them, requiring detailed analysis. The construction technology for civil, industrial, and other types of structures typically involves stage construction of the facility. After each construction stage, a curtain stress state is created in the structural elements which serves as the initial condition for the next stage and has a significant influence on the final stress-strain state of the structures. In strength calculation of structures using numerical methods, this factor is of great importance. Thus, it is necessary to develop numerical analysis methodologies for such shell soil systems, which can be successfully applied to improve calculation accuracy and ensure reliability and safety of building structures. Numerical analysis was performed using the universal software package ANSYS Mechanical, which implements the finite element method. On this slide, you can see a general view of the computational model of the orthogonally intersecting cylindrical shells and soil system. Shell and volumetric finite elements are used. The constructive and physical types of nonlinearity were taken into account. The contact between the shell and the soil is made using contact pairs. The universal software package ANSYS Mechanical used in this work provides extensive capabilities for modeling static and dynamic stress-strain states of complex spatial structures, including building structures and complex systems. The software package supports various types of nonlinearities, such as physical, nonlinear material properties, contact, interaction between bodies, and structural, stage construction and loading of structures. This allows for the most accurate reproduction of real operating conditions of structures and assessment of their behavior under applied loads. Additionally, the software package supports the use of APDL programming language, which allows for expanding its functional capabilities. In this slide, we can see the main dimensions of the modeled intersecting shells and surrounding soil, as well the material model parameters for them. The diameter and thickness of the main cylindrical shell, the diameter and thickness of the lateral shell. The shells are defined by a linear elastic material model. The soil is defined by an Moore-Coulomb material model with parameters shown on the slide: deformation models, Poisson ratio, density, cohesion, and friction angle. The T-joint of the shells is located at a depth of 30 meters from the surface. The dimensions of the soil mass were selected based on the condition of stress-strain state attenuation in the soil and were taken as 5 diameters of the main shell to the left and right of it. When solving the problem, contact nonlinearity is taken into account, which is caused by the joint operation of the knot of orthogonally intersecting cylindrical shells with the surrounding soil mass during system deformation and upon activation of shell elements at calculation stages. Contact between the bodies of implemented using contact pairs located on the external side of the T-joint and on the soil. The contact zone is unknown prior to solving the problem. Depending on loads, material properties, boundary conditions, and other factors, surface may come into contact with each other and separate from contact. The contact interaction calculation is performed using the penalty method, which is implemented in the ANSYS Mechanical software package. Contact is a nonlinearity of the status changing type. Depending on the contact status, open or closed, the system stiffness is determined. Contact interaction occurs when the knots of body surface approach each other to a certain distance, called the detection radius or pinball radius. Modeling of contact interaction begins with searching for nodes of body surface that have approached each other at a specified distance. To ensure enhanced accuracy, the search can also be performed at element integration points. Determining the contact area is a complex algorithm. Therefore, the search location can be limited. For this purpose, a contact interface is created from two regions, contact and target. The terms contact and target regions are related to the following stage of the algorithm, in which the interaction forces between surfaces are calculated. To determine contact interaction forces, penalty methods are usually used, which assume the possibility of mutual penetration of surface nodes by a small amount, based on the penetration magnitude and contact stiffness. The interaction forces are calculated. These forces are applied only to the contact surface and cause its deformation, which leads to a reduction in the magnitude of surface penetration. The thickness of the cylindrical shell is also taken into account when determining the penetration magnitude. In these computational models, the possibility of separation of the T-joint from the surrounding soil is taken into account, but contact friction between objects is not considered. The birth and death options for finite elements in the software package allow modeling the process of sequential construction of a building object. These commands set finite elements for activation and deactivation based on some criterion: stress state, spatial position, and other. Deactivation of a finite element occurs by multiplying the element stiffness by a small value. Loads of the deactivated element are set to 0. All load transfer mechanisms of this element are also temporarily nullified. When activating a finite element, its mass, loads, and stiffness assume their original values. When modeling phased construction of building structures, the following features should be considered. Sometimes it is necessary to fix displacements or other degrees of freedom of deactivated finite elements. This will prevent their distortion due to the deformations of surrounding model elements. When activating these finite elements, artificial constraints must be removed. Activation and deactivation of elements occur instantly, which represents a stepwise nonlinearity, analogous to the status of contact zones, which can cause problems with numerical covariance of the solution. This problem can be overcome by reducing the number of finite elements that are activated or deactivated at one solution stage. When examining results, deactivated elements should be excluded to avoid non-physical values. Boundary conditions are assigned to the bottom and lateral surfaces of the soil and the edges of the T-joint, which ensure geometric invariability and correct operation of the system under consideration. Only self-weight load is applied to the bodies. And on this slide, orthogonally intersecting cylindrical shells. The shells are divided into several parts. Each part of the shell is activated in the model at its own stage. The main shell consisting of 4 parts and the adjacent shell consisting of 4 parts too. Calculation cases were complied with 8, 4, 2 and 1 construction stages for the T-joint connection. In each case, an additional stage, 0 stage, was allocated for determining the initial state of the soil. And the case is considered separately without taking into account the stage of construction. The case of the interactions of shells with an angle of 15 degrees is shown here. The choice of angle is due to the approximation to the actual dimensions of the subway structures. This slide shows a comparison of the junction of the considered T-joints. Pay attention to their sizes. View of the finite element mesh of shells and the soil. And using the inflation tool for the soil in the area of interaction with the shell. This tool improves the quality of the mesh in critical areas. And this slide shows the intermediate stage of shell construction. Numbers 1 to 5 already have a shell, and numbers 6 to 8 still have a soil. This is for an example. On this slide, we can see the equivalent stresses in the T connection. The connection is orthogonal. 1 and 2 stages of construction. And on this slide, 4 and 8 stage of construction. In the case of 8 stages of construction, the maximum equivalent measured stress in the shell are 71 megapascals. The intersection of the shells at an angle of 15 degrees is shown here. In the case of 8 stage of construction, the maximum equivalent measured stresses in the shell are 158 megapascals. And principal maximum stresses contours of the T-joint connection. And graphs showing the variation of maximum von Mises equivalent stresses in the T-joint connection for 8, 4, 2 and 1 construction stages. Conclusion. The obtained results confirmed the importance of the considering construction staging when determining the stress-strain state of T-joint connection interacting with the soil. Maximum von Mises equivalent stresses amount to 71 megapascals and 158 megapascals for 8 calculation stages in variance with orthogonal connection and connection at 15-degree angle. It shall be noted that maximum stresses occur locally at the junction, and in the remaining shell body, stresses are significantly lower. Prospects for further research are related to the application of nonlinear shell materials and various options for contact interaction between the shell and the soil. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Associate Professor Akulich Vladimir Yuhevich, for your comprehensive presentation on the spatial calculation of T-joints in cylindrical shells. Your work highlighted the importance of considering construction, staging and soil interaction in stress-strain analysis, supported by numerical simulation in ANSYS. The insight on stress distribution, particularly at junction, and the prospect for further research in non-linear materials provide valuable contribution to the field of structural engineering. We truly appreciate the time, effort, and insight that you have shared with us today, which I am sure will benefit all of us greatly. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to introduce our second keynote speaker, Professor Theologist Dr. Rabiah binti Ahmad, who is currently serving as the Deputy Vice Chancellor for Research and Innovation at University Tun Hussein Malaysia. Professor Theologist Dr. Rabiah binti Ahmad is no stranger to leading-edge research and innovation. She obtained her bachelor's in computer science from UTM, then went on to earn her Master of Science in Information Security from Royal Holloway, UK, and her PhD in Health Informatics from the University of Sheffield. She has held various leadership roles in higher education, and her work has consistently focused on advancing knowledge, driving innovation, and bridging research with real-world applications. Her expertise and leadership are especially relevant to the I-Ritec 2025, and this conference highlights the transformation of people and processes in the era of digitalization and smart technologies. We are indeed honored to have her with us today. Please join me in welcoming Professor Theologist Dr. Rabiah binti Ahmad for her keynote presentation.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Salam Malaysia Madani, salam Johor Maju Jaya, salam dengan hikmah kita menurut ke UTSM GTU 2030. I'm Rabiah Ahmad, Deputy Vice Chancellor Research and Innovation, University Tun Hussein Malaysia, and I'm also a member of Faculty of Engineering Technology, UTSM. So I'm going to talk about transforming people and process in the era of digitalizations of advanced TVET and smart transportation. So we would like to welcome every one of you in I-Ritec 2025 UTHM. So of course, in the era of digitalizations, we are going to look into what the advancement of TVET, and we take transportation as an example. So I'm going to talk about the introductions of course, TVET in digital era, and then we are going to talk, we are going to look into, the global trend, global mega trend in transportations, and then the challenge and in the current TVET system. And finally, we will go into transforming people and process in the era of digital TVET, advanced TVETs, and then the roadmap of future TVETs. But the most important thing is we want every one of us to look into the benefit of having R&I, research and innovations, into transforming TVET in the digital era. And smart transportations is the main example in this talk. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, digital era, benefit a lot of digital era benefit many platforms, and TVET is one of the examples. Of course, from conventional, mechanical, electrical, or even any skill, and then it is evolved, from mechanical, from mechanical it goes to analogs, and then finally, when IoT comes in and AI comes in, so everything needs to be connected to the internet, and AI play an important role. So it is include TVET. So what do we need? We need to skill, or we need to upgrade our skill. We need to reskill. We need to learn and relearn the new technology, the new advancement, and these require research and innovation. So I'm going to talk about a little bit on what is digital in TVET, and then what is actually the components or the parameters that makes TVET can go far. And again, transportation is the main example. So, ladies and gentlemen, of course, if we want to evolve knowledge, we want to evolve a skill, we want to upgrade, what do we need? I mean, in most universities around the world, research play an important role. All right, so for this conference, as an example, we can see a lot of innovations. We can see a lot of tools and technology being presented, shared to others. And how it works from innovation. It starts from being innovative. Yeah? It starts from being finding a problems, and then we try to find out a solution. So in this case, I think it is good for me to just be a little bit explain on what is research and innovation is all about. So research and innovations, it is important first to evolve new knowledge, okay? And then to produce something, tools and technology, and then how we are going to apply. So when it's, we relate it into a certain case study, as an example, TVET. So there's a lot of things that we can see improvement in this, in this area. And one of them is digitalizations from conventional, traditional, advanced, a new technology and then advanced, okay? So how it works, it works from, having an algorithm, for example, having a system, for example, IoT, and then AI, and cyber physical system. Before that, before IoT, cyber physical system, we have IoT, we have AI, and very recent, Internet of Everything. So it is how it works. It's come from a group. It comes from individual. It's come from a groups, an individual, and then a groups, and then it's great. I mean, and then it's developed something, and then we test, and then we implement. So, okay. When we talk about research and innovations, we have to learn about technology readiness level. So I think I'm not going to talk into detail. This is just an added value as a researcher, as innovator, as scientist, as technologists. We need to understand what is technology readiness level all about. Okay, so it has 9 levels that we have to know what level of our product in, okay? So, all right, so how about R&I in advancing TVET? There's a lot of things. I think whether we have faculty of TVET, whether we have faculty of engineering and technology, whether what we are doing is for teaching and learning, but the most important thing is steps, the information about TVET now is getting better and better through research and innovation. So there's a lot of things that we can look into. For example, okay, I have one example, especially in the area of cybersecurity. So for a long time ago, I mean, for those who want to be expert in cybersecurity, we need to learn on cryptography, data security, and etc. But now we have to learn about, skill in coding. Okay, we have to know a skill in AI, security analytics, and etc. And what is a connection between all this knowledge with TVET currently? Because of everything is stored in the cloud, the technical, the technology, and etc. So that's why cybersecurity is very important. So the skill in coding, skill in the algorithm development, skill in penetration testing, and etc. So again, from traditional TVET, now moving to advanced TVET, the connection is basically on the digital era. Analog to digitalizations, what do we need? Skill in coding. What do we need? Skill in maintaining cloud, skill in connecting from one PC to another, and many more. Okay, now, okay, what is basically TVET connected to rail technology? Okay, or what TVET can do with transportations? Okay, well, of course, skill in TVET, it's involved, it's applied in many platforms: electrical, mechanical, what else? Electrical, mechanical, any technical, even chemical, right? Needs a skill. Okay, now when we talk about advanced TVET, okay, so it's involved against digitalizations. It's involved high-end technology. Oil and gas, for example, it relates to transportations, rail, aerospace, aeronautical, and many more. Okay, so it start with our TVET educations, right? STEM, science, TVET, technology. So it can be used in many areas, and including a critical areas such as aerospace, manufacturing, rail, aeronautical, marine, and everything. We can put it under one umbrella, what we call it transportation, all right? And then because of the digital era, digitalizations, and then we move to AI, and due to Industry Revolution 4.0 and now 5.0, so we can call it as, we term as smart transportation. Okay, so under smart transportation, because of our faculty Engineering and Technology, UTSM, we do have a program in rail engineering, bachelor in rail engineering. So that's why for this talk, I focus on smart transportations and narrow down to rail. So ladies and gentlemen, well, this is again, as I said, a global megatrend in transportation. As you can see from the slide, it is tremendously, exponentially increased. So that's why the talent, we need more talent in the future, and the talent need to, it is important to equip the talent with the future skill, okay? And one of them is digital, and the very demanding part is on AI. Okay. Now let's talk about, well, again, I have covered in the previous slide the challenge, the challenge on making sure that TVET is fully applied, especially in the critical sector. Okay, like smart transportation. But now for this slide, I just want to rephrase or even readdress the challenge, as you can see, in terms of the learning environments, okay, in terms of the skill development, and in fact, to learn and to relearn, to upgrade the skill to the trainer and also to the trainee. So that is the big challenge. We need to have, very sophisticated facilities. We need to make sure that the facilities is updated to the current technology, and to make sure that it is aligned with the industry demand. That is the most important thing, ladies and gentlemen. So again, because of the challenge, what transformation that we need? So in this slide, I'm going to share, the most important thing according to the standards. Well, because of I'm quite familiar with people, process, and technology. So it is such a great challenge in terms of for the organizations, okay, regardless TVET or not TVET, regardless critical sector or non-critical sector, transforming, migrating from conventional process to advanced process. It is a very, what we call this, challenging, and also consists of a lot of factors that we need to consider. We need to put a great concern, a great attention to a certain parameter, not to a certain parameter, almost all parameters that need to be really analyzed, identify the risk, what are the potential, why do we need to transform, what are the significant factors that we have to put highly attention because of maybe it give us such a what we call it, high risk if we want to transform. So we need to really analyze, and then what sort of mitigations that we have to take, and then improvement that we have to make sure that it reduce or it transfer the risk. So this is actually steps that we have to consider before we want to do transformations, especially in the area of TVET from conventional to advanced. And then how to educate our staff, how to, upgrade the skill, improve the knowledge, make them alert with the future trend, future technology, and etc. So, after process and then make, well, again, sometimes we have to alert our people first, why they need to transform. Again, it relates to productivity, right? It relates to the why we have to evolve, why we have to, be better from yesterday to today and tomorrow. So it is, it's like a carrot and stick, right? Which one? But the most important thing is we have to, as university, as education institution, we have to make sure that we produce talent that can fulfill industry demand. Okay, we have to make sure that our graduate employability remain 100%, inshallah. So that's why we have to make sure that every single steps in terms of improving our technology, our way of life, our whatever policy and procedure, we have to make sure that it can be transformed and it's aligned with the demand of the industry outside, it aligned with the global market, and etc. So ladies and gentlemen, so we need to make sure that we can transform the people, well, maybe the process, the people. So, it depends how we deal with it, okay? So, again, now I want to focus on smart transportation. As we can see, I will take rail as an example, okay? So, if we look into the trend, okay, rail, for example, if let's say way back 10 years ago, what we do when we go and catch the train, we have to buy the ticket and then buy the ticket at the ticket counter, right? And it is manual, you have to purchase, give the seller 10 ringgits and then we can get the ticket, and then we go, we have to wait for the train, and then we go into the train, we sit properly, and sometimes the ticket guy will come and check. But now, what currently we can do is we can book the ticket online. Okay, we can book the ticket online. So that's one example of the transformations in rail technology. We can book ticket online. We can check train schedule online. And then how the train connected to each other. Some of the train, they are still, they are already, equipped with all the control systems, whatever system inside the rail in digitalization mode. They have, a very advanced technology in terms of making the train autonomous. Making the train more autonomous. So they have alert systems, etc., etc., etc. So even we have train captain, but maybe we need to embed the train with all these AI tools to make sure that it is more faster, more alert, and then very sensitive with the environment. So, and it is also due to the advancement of the ICT, some of the engine or some of the control mechanism, it can be done through IoT. Okay, so that's that's what we call it as smart transportation, especially in rail technology. And again, due to the advancement of the technology, of course, there's a lot of challenges. Okay, security issue, safety issue, updating the technology. I mean, the technology is going too fast, so sometimes outdated equipment, etc., etc. So that's why we have to again back to why R&D is important, right? I always why I love train, because of I love to watch Thomas and Friends. You know, if you look, if we have a chance to watch Thomas and Friends cartoon, we can see there's a lot of different types of rail. So that's why based from that cartoon, it relates to our real life. We have this LRT, MRT. In Malaysia commuter, in fact, if we go overseas, Shinkansen, and then in Saudi we do have Har Mine train. Okay, it's a bullet train. Okay, bullet trains everywhere. Japan, Saudi, UK, Europe, etc. So the technology is different. The technology is very, and of course, the technology consists of mechanical, the control system, the AI system for the autonomous, and then of course it needs the communication systems, radar and etc. So that's why it becomes smarter than before, right? So again, when it relates to TVET, when it relates to advanced TVET, again, we need talent to operate that technology. We need talent to engineer all those, whatever that I have mentioned before. We need the control system, the engineer, the system analyst, the ICT people, the AI people, and many more. And this is why we have to, again, upgrade ourselves and then equip the facilities to make sure that we are aligned with the advancements and the needs of the demand. The needs is actually aligned with the market demand, either in Malaysia or to the world. Okay. So how about, I think I'm going to skip for these digitalizations driving innovations because of, I think this is more on the needs of having the advancement of digitalizations in making sure that we as researcher, as innovator, we have to be faster than the technology. So that's why I think, be alert and be good in searching information through digitalization technology is very important. And for this slide, I think, how do we equip ourselves in utilizing AI for information searching, DeepSeek, ChatGPT, and many more. All right. So I'm not to talk into detail on this, but I think this is actually, again, to have all these new terms, we need to have a vision, right? And then we have to know, where we should go. And this is actually more on the process part. Okay. So yeah, for Malaysia, especially, we have to work aligned with what we call it Malaysia Education Blueprint. And now we are going to have a new blueprint, a new strategic plan for Malaysia. So TVET, advanced TVETs, AI is the core, what I should call it, core focus area, okay? Where it's our government, Ministry of Higher Education, most university, even University Tun Hussein on Malaysia, under our new VC, we also give a great attention, highly attention to in making sure that we are aligned with the demand from the world. Okay, so the world demand right now basically is about advanced TVET, how we can fully utilize advanced TVET in making sure critical sectors become more productive and producing and helping, and giving impact, and we can give impact to the world. Before I forget, we are not just giving impact from the perspective of developments of economy, people. We also put highly concern on environment. Okay, so now we are talk about most of country around the world, we talk much about environment, society, and governance. So as a University Tun Hussein On, we also pay highly attention to make sure that the environment's sustainable. Okay, and we also utilize new technology, utilize AI. We apply AI, we apply IoT, solar, etc. to make sure that we can remain our environment for long last. So, this is against future roadmaps. We want to give more attention to make sure that our TVET talent can give impact to critical sector, especially for Malaysia and the world. You can have this detail on my slide later. You can have from the Urustia, from the organizer. Again, UTSM, we are part of Malaysia Technical University Network, and Malaysia Technical University Network, our main concern to produce the best talent, highly skilled talent, for critical sectors for Malaysia and to the world, right? So as you can see, we are on top, okay, UTSM, and then Malaysia, we do have a policy for Dasar TVET Negara 2030. So this is show that we are very serious in terms of producing highly skilled talent for Malaysia and to the world, especially in the critical sector, and one of them is transportation. This is very good one. We are, even though we are technical university, but one of our aim is actually to make sure that UTSM can become global technopreneur university. So global technopreneur university means we want to be entrepreneur. Okay, we want to be entrepreneur university, but we focus on the technology. Okay, so again, it is aligned with Dasar TVET. Instead of we are producing talent, but we are producing people that can bring us, that can utilize technology, from technology, market the technology, and we can create more potential job, okay, to make sure that more talent comes in. So in other words, we want to breed more technopreneur, okay, the entrepreneur that can produce and sell technology demand for global market. All right, so this is one of the, congratulations to UTSM, to all members that this is part of our collaborations, our achievements, etc. And that's all. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum. Goodbye.
Thank you very much, Professor Theologist Dr. Rabiah binti Ahmad, for your inspiring and insightful presentation. We truly appreciate the valuable insight you have shared, especially on how TVET must evolve in the era of digitalization and smart transportation. Your emphasis on transforming both people and processes, fostering digital skills, innovation mindset, and also industry collaboration has given us a clear roadmap towards preparing a future-ready workforce. This perspective will certainly guide us in bridging education with industry and driving sustainable progress. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our keynote session for today. On behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to once again to extend our heartfelt appreciation to both of our distinguished keynote speakers for their invaluable contributions. We will now be taking a short break before proceeding with the official closing ceremony of the 4th International Research and Innovative Competition and Conference 2025. We kindly ask all participants to remain with us and not to leave the platform as we look forward to your presence in the upcoming closing ceremony. We'll be resuming in just a few minutes. Please stay with us. Thank you. Wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, distinguished guests, speakers and participants. Welcome to I-Ritec 2025. We are truly honored to have your presence with us virtually today. We encourage everyone to engage respectfully and constructively. Please avoid sharing unrelated link or content in the chat. Once again, thank you for being here. Sit back, enjoy, and we look forward to your active participation. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly remain stand up straight for the invocation to the Bangsa Johor Anthem and the National Anthem Negaraku. Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated. Thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam Maju Johor, Salam Malaysia Madani, and a very good afternoon and a warm welcome we bid to all. My name is Anim Zalina binti Azizan, and I am very honored to be your Master of Ceremony today. First of all, allow me to extend the warmest welcome to Yang Berbahagia Professor Dr. Mas Fauzi bin Muhammad Ali, Vice Chancellor Universiti Tun Hussein On Malaysia, UTHM. Yang Berbahagia Profesor Dr. Afandi bin Ahmad, Provost UTHM Paguh Campus. Yang Berusaha Associate Professor Technologist Dr. Jumadi bin Abdul Syukur, Dean of the Faculty of Engineering Technology UTHM. Yang Berusaha Deputies Dean Faculty of Engineering Technology UTHM. Yang Berusaha Technologist Dr. Wan Amizah binti Wan Jusu, Program Director International Research and Innovative Technology Competition and Conference I-Ritec 2025, Senior University Officers, distinguished guests, representative of public university and industry, representative of schools, esteemed audience. On behalf of the University Tun Hussein On Malaysia, we would like to thank you for being here and welcome you to the International Research and Innovative Technology Competition and Conference I-Ritec 2025 today. Ladies and gentlemen, before we proceed further, allow me to address the objective of today's event. I-Ritec 2025 provide a platform for showcasing the latest research and technological innovations in technical and vocational education and training (TVET), with a special emphasis on the theme TVET Innovative Horizon, Digitalizations and Smart Transportation. To foster inclusivity and broaden participation across diverse stakeholders includes global strategic partners, industry players, academic institutions and students for enhanced collaborations in TVET innovation, and also to provide structured and well-planned spaces for knowledge sharing, experiences and expertise among local and international participants, academic staff and researchers through exhibitions of innovation, presentations and professional workshop. I-Ritec 2025 also broadened the engagement of TVET institutions at all levels, including polytechnics, community college, training institutes and secondary school, with the aim of strengthening inclusive technical innovation and research capacity that responds effectively to current labour market needs. Also, it is cultivate and reinforce a culture of science, technology, engineering and mathematics (STEM). Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and participants, I-Ritec 2025 themed TVET Innovative Horizons, Digitalization and Smart Transportation. This event, organized virtually by the Faculty of Engineering Technology at the University Tun Hussein On Malaysia, UTHM, continues the legacy of Ritec events since 2018, beginning with the R&I Festival, then Ritec in 2019 and 2021, and I-Ritec 2023, with the aim to deepen innovation, expand networks, and elevate technical and vocational education TVET to meet evolving global standards. Throughout the program I-Ritec 2025, you will engage in a variety of activities, competitions and exhibitions showcasing creative and scientific works from students and faculty, practical workshops designed to build hand-on skills, technical demonstrations, and a conference segments with keynote speeches and panel sessions. Strategic partners from Russian University of Transport MIIT, University of Huddersfield, Bordeaux Institute, Polytechnic France, Pakistan and China, and also others are fully involved, contributing to greater inclusivity, refined evaluation processes, and enhanced industry engagement this year. The success of this program is possible thanks to our sponsor, Maluri Equipment Sendian Berhad, Kitario Trading, Octans Technology, Unitec Autowork Solutions, and Bamboo Soida Technology Sdn Bhd. Their support enables us to ensure high quality, meaningful innovation and impactful outcomes. We have narrowed and improved our evaluation mechanism, increased global collaboration and customized workshop aimed at boosting academic prowess and innovation competency across all participants. At the end of the program, there will be award presentation recognizing outstanding achievement in innovation, creativity and outcomes that truly impact communities. We hope everyone makes the most of today's sessions to learn, to connect, to be inspired. Thank you for being part of I-Ritec 2025. Let's make this a memorable, fruitful and transformative event for all. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let us be blessed by Allah today, and I would like to call upon Dr. Muhammad Shafiq bin Sahimi from Center for General Studies and Co-Curriculum, UTHM, to recite the dua. Please welcome.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala sayyidil awwalin wal akhirin. Sayyidina wa habibina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Ya Allah, ya Tuhan kami, Tuhan yang mentadbir akan seluruh alam, Tuhan yang berkuasa terhadap seluruh makhluknya, kami bermohon kepada keesaan dan kebesaran-Mu ya Allah. Apalah kiranya diturunkan ke dalam majlis ini akan keberkatan dan kerahmatan-Mu ya Allah. Dan jadikanlah majlis kami pada hari ini Allah, majlis yang mendapat keberkatan dan kemudahan daripada sisi-Mu ya Allah. Bukakanlah segala pintu kemudahan kepada kami ya Allah. Jadikanlah manfaat majlis ini mendapat manfaat yang seluasnya kepada seluruh umat manusia arhamar rahimin. Jadikanlah ya Allah program yang telah kami jalankan pada hari ini, program yang mendapat daripada sisi-Mu akan perkenan ya Allah. Jadikanlah ilmu yang dibahaskan pada hari ini ilmu yang mendapat daripada sisi-Mu akan keberkatannya ya Allah. Dan jadikanlah ia sebagai satu mekanisme untuk melonjakkan universiti kami ini mencapai universiti yang terkemuka di peringkat global ya arhamar rahimin. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina adzaban nar. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammadin nabiyil ummi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa baraka wa sallam walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Amin, amin, ya Rabbal Alamin. Thank you, Dr. Shafiq, for the dua recitation. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we shall start the event with a welcoming speech by Yang Berusaha, Associate Professor, Technologist Dr. Jumadi bin Abdul Syukur, Dean of Faculty of Engineering Technology, University Tun Hussein on Malaysia. Please welcome Yang Berusaha Dr. Jumadi to deliver his welcoming speech.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera and very good morning. Yang berbahagia Profesor Dr. Mas Fauzi bin Muhammad Ali, Vice Chancellor University Tun Hussein on Malaysia. Yang berusaha Deputy Deans Faculty of Engineering Technology UTHM. Yang berusaha Technologist Dr. Wan Amizah binti Wan Jusoh, Program Director International Research and Innovative Technology Competitions and Conference 2025, Senior University Officers, distinguished guests, representatives of public universities and industry, representatives of schools and esteemed audience. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Alhamdulillah, with the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we are gathered for the International Research and Innovative Technology Competitions and Conference 2025, or known as I-Ritec 2025. On behalf of the Faculty of Engineering Technology, University Tun Hussein on Malaysia, it is my pleasure to welcome all of you to this meaningful occasion. This event stands as a testament to our shared commitment to advancing research, innovation, and knowledge for the betterment of society. Since its beginning in 2018 as the R&I Festival with only 70 entries, this initiative has grown remarkably. From I-Ritec 2018 with over 100 participants to its virtual form in 2021 and then its international expansion in 2023, the event has steadily enhanced UTHM's visibility as a hub of impactful innovation. Today, in its fourth edition, I-Ritec 2025 carries the theme TVET Innovative Horizons, Digitalizations and Smart Transportations, attracting innovation entries and conference papers from both local and international institutions. To ensure inclusivity, the competitions has been structured into 5 categories: fundamental, innovation, commercialization, young inventor, and school. These divisions recognize contributions from academic research to market-ready products. While encouraging the creativity of students and young innovators, such inclusivity demonstrates our belief that innovation is not confined to universities, but also thrives in schools, technical institutions, and industries. Beyond the competitions, I-Ritec 2025 strengthens UTHM's global collaborations, engaging with partners from Russia, France, Pakistan, China, Taiwan, Thailand, Indonesia, and the United Kingdom. These networks create opportunities for research cooperations, joint publications, exchange of expertise, and industry-driven projects. A special industry award has also been introduced this year to honor projects with strong potential for commercializations and real-world impacts, reinforcing the event's relevance to both academia and industry. Before concluding, I wish to extend heartfelt appreciations to our sponsors whose generous contributions have enabled the success of this program. Congratulations to all participants for your creativity and courage, and gratitude to the evaluations panels for your valuable expertise. May this event spark new ideas, strengthen partnerships, and elevate UTHM's standings as a leader in research and innovation. Thank you, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh.
Thank you for the remarkable speech by Yang Berusaha, Dr. Jumadi. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we have been waiting for has arrived. It gives me a great pleasure to respectfully invite our guest of honor, Yang Berbahagia, Professor Dr. Mas Fauzi bin Muhammad Ali, the Vice Chancellor of University Tun Zusin on Malaysia, to deliver the officiating address and to share words of wisdom with us. Please welcome Yang Berbahagia Prof with a warm round of applause.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And salam Malaysia Madani. Yang berbahagia Profesor Dr. Afandi bin Ahmad, Provost UTHM Paguh Campus, yang berusaha Associate Professor Technologies Dr. Jumadi bin Abdul Syukur, Dean of the Faculty of Engineering Technology, UTHM, yang berusaha Deputy Deans, Faculty of Engineering Technology, UTHM, yang berusaha Technologies Dr. Wan Amizah binti Wan Jusoh, Program Director, International Research and Innovative Technology Competition and Conference 2025, I I-Ritec 2025. Senior university officers, distinguished guests, representatives from public universities and industry, representatives from schools, esteemed audience. Alhamdulillah, praise Allah Almighty for His blessing. We are able to gather here today for the officiating ceremony of the International Research and Innovative Technology Competition and Conference 2025, I-Ritec 2025, held under the theme TVET Innovative Horizons, Digitalization and Smart Transportation, organized by the Faculty of Engineering Technology, University Tun Hussein Onn, Malaysia, UTHM. First, I wish to express my highest appreciation and congratulations to UTHM for this excellent initiative in providing a platform for researchers, students, educators, and industry players to share innovation, explore collaborations, and to cultivate impactful research. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I-Ritec 2025 is not merely a competition or exhibition, but it stands a catalyst for excellence and a springboard for transformative ideas that address pressing real-world challenges, especially in the era of Fourth Industrial Revolution, IR 4.0, and as we advance towards the Fifth Industrial Revolution, IR 5.0, which aspires to harmonize technological progress with the values of human well-being and societal sustainability. The theme for I-Ritec 2025, TVET Innovative Horizon, Digitalization and Smart Transportation, is highly aligned with the nation's aspiration to strengthen TVET, mainstream digital technology, and promote sustainable smart mobility system. This is also consistent with the vision of the Festival of Ideas, FOI 2025, under the Ministry of Higher Education, which called for expanding innovation-driven engagement with society. I believe that through programs such products will not only gain visibility at the national level, perhaps in some cases, commercialization. This will contribute to a knowledge-based economy and help position Malaysia as a high-income, innovation-driven nation. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I have been informed that I-Ritec 2025 has successfully attracted the participation of more than 50 entries in the innovation competition and 18 contributions to the conference. These come from a diverse range of institutions, including public and private universities, schools, and industrial representatives, both within Malaysia and across the international arena. To all the participants, I extend my warmest congratulations for your remarkable courage, dedication, and perseverance in producing such meaningful and impactful projects. Each idea showcased today is not merely a creative endeavor, but a tangible contribution to the advancement of our society and the progress of the nation. In my considered view, you represent the very embodiment of Malaysia's future innovators, thinkers, and leaders who will shape the trajectory of our nation in the years to come. To the esteemed judges and evaluation panels, I extend my deepest appreciation for your valuable time, professional expertise, and commitment in assessing the scholarly work and innovations presented at this event. Your contributions ensure the credibility, integrity, and excellence in the outcomes celebrated today. I hope that UTHM, as a technical university, will continue to organize innovation competitions and programs such as these in the future, perhaps attracting even more international participants. I believe that innovation competitions and conferences like this can produce more researchers, students and communities with creative thinking, God willing. Finally, with the holy words Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, I hereby officiate the International Research and Innovative Technology Competition and Conference 2025, I-Ritec 2025. May this program proceed smoothly and yield great benefit to all. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you to Yang Berbahagia, Professor Dr. Mas Fauzi for the speech. And now, I would like to welcome Associate Professor Technologist Dr. Jumadi bin Abdul Syukur, Dean of Faculty of Engineering Technology, UTHM, to be on the stage with the Vice Chancellor to proceed with the gimmick of officiating ceremonial of International Research and Innovative Technology Competition and Conference I-Ritec 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, and now I would like to invite Yang Berbahagia Professor Dr. Mas Fauzi, the Vice Chancellor, to place his right palm on the device provided as a sign of inaugurating today's program. Thank you, Yang Berbahagia Prof. Ladies and gentlemen, due to officiating of I-Ritec 2025 as a token of our heartfelt gratitude, the organising committee would like to present a memento of appreciation to our esteemed officiator, Yang Berbahagia Professor Dr. Mas Fauzi bin Muhammad Ali, the Vice Chancellor of UTHM. This memento symbolizes our sincere appreciations for your present support and contribution in gracing today's event. May I now respectfully invite Yang Berusaha, Associate Professor Technologist Dr. Jumadi, Dean of Faculty of Engineering Technology, present the memento to the Vice Chancellor. Thank you to the Vice Chancellor and the Dean, and you may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a warm round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now coming to one of the most anticipated highlights of I-Ritec 2025, the Best Paper Awards and the Best Presenter Award. This Best Paper Award recognizes outstanding research papers that demonstrate excellence in originality, impact, and contributions to knowledge. After careful evaluations by our panels of reviewers, we are proud to announce the winner. The Best Paper Award goes to
Comparative Study on Commercial and Plastic Waste Ion Exchange Resins for Groundwater Treatment, UTHM.
Congratulations on this well-deserved recognition. Ladies and gentlemen, let's celebrate with a big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for is finally here. The announcements of the winners for the International Research and Innovative Technology Competition and Conference I-Ritec 2025. We would like to extend our heartfelt congratulations to all participants in the innovation competition. Every project presented has showcased incredible creativity, innovation, and commitment. And now, it is time to recognize the winner and the best of the best. Starting with the Fundamental Research category, Bronze Award goes to the Silver Award goes to And finally, the Gold Award for Fundamental Research goes to Let's give them a big round of applause. In the Innovation category, the Bronze Award goes to the Silver Award goes to the Gold Award goes to Congratulations on pushing the boundaries of creativity and invention. Moving on to the Commercializations category, and the Gold Award goes to a remarkable achievement in bringing innovation closer to the real market. Next, the school category, Our Young Bright's Mind. The Silver Award goes to the Gold Award goes to Congratulations! Well done to our future innovators. And last but not least, the Young Inventor categories, celebrating the creativity and talent of our youth. Bronze Award goes to the Silver Award goes to and the Gold Award goes to Congratulations! You are truly an inspiration for the next generation. Once again, let's give a thunderous round of applause to all winners of the I-Ritec 2025 Awards. Your dedication and innovative spirits are paving the way for future breakthrough. To those who did not win today, remember, you are already champions for daring to innovate and share your ideas with the world. Congratulations to everyone, and let's continue to celebrate innovations together. Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for the most prestigious moments of I-Ritec 2025. We are about to announce the Best of the Best Award. These awards goes to the outstanding projects that have not only impressed our judges but also set the benchmark for excellence in research, innovation and creativity. Let's begin. And now, the Best of the Best Award in Fundamental Research goes to
Nature-inspired silence bioaerodynamic propellers for Quitas UAVs UTHM.
Congratulations on this remarkable achievement. For the Best of the Best Award in Innovation, the winner is
Building Green Fire Resistance Partition Panel of AAC SEM RW UTHM.
What an outstanding display of creativity and ingenuity. Next, the Best of the Best Award in Commercializations, and the winner is
Smart Hydroponic Zero Carbon System Smart HCO2 UTHM.
Congratulations for turning ideas into real-world impact. The TVET Excellence Award goes to
V2Go, the implementations of augmented reality AR in enriching technical vocabularies among TVET students, Perda Tech.
What an inspiration you are to all future inventors. TVET Excellence Award was given to institutions that demonstrate outstanding achievement in advancing technical and vocational education and training TVET with strong impact on skill development, industry, and community. Finally, the Creative Invention Award. The Creative Invention Award is awarded to the school with the most imaginative and creative project. Well done too!
Engine Alert System Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Agama Bandar Penawar.
Once again, let's give a thunderous round of applause to all our best of the best winner of I-Ritec 2025. You have proven that innovation, creativity, and perseverance know no limit. Congratulations, and may this victory inspire you to reach even greater height in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached a very special part of our ceremony, the presentations of the Industry Special Award. This award is presented to an outstanding industry partners whose commitment, innovation and collaboration have significantly contributed to advancing research, technology and practical applications that benefit both academia and society. It is with great pleasure that we announce the recipients of the Industry Special Award 2025. The Maluri Equipment Malaysia Sdn Bhd Special Award goes to
Engine Alert System Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Agama Bandar Penawar.
Kitario Trading Special Award goes to
Palm Flex Palm Fruit Flexible Collector UTHM.
Optan's Technology Special Award goes to
Smart Palm Eye Detection System for palm bunches using YOLO and Drone Tech UTHM.
Bamboo Sode Technology Sdn Bhd Special Award goes to
HPRPC Hollow Wall Panel, a sustainable epoxy resin-based composite innovation from pineapple leaf waste UTHM.
And Unitech Autowork Solutions Special Award goes to
New Product Development Model for Composite Headlamp Jig UTEM.
Congratulations and thank you for your continuous support and dedication in driving innovation and excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a warm round of applause to our Industry Special Award winners. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached one of the most prestigious highlights of international research and innovative technology competitions and conference I-Ritec 2025, the Outstanding Award. This award is presented to a group with dedication, passion, and groundbreaking contribution in research have not only advanced knowledge but also created a lasting impact in their field. And now, it is with great honor that I announce the recipients of the Outstanding Award is
Nature Inspired Silence Bioaerodynamic Propellers for Twitter UAVS UTHM.
Congratulations on these remarkable achievements. Your work stands as an inspiration to researchers, innovators, and the next generations of scholars worldwide. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a warm round of applause to Outstanding Award winner. Ladies and gentlemen, before we proceed, we have an exciting announcement for all participants of I-Ritec 2025. Apart from the main awards, participants also could gain an additional certificates and medal. So please scan the QR code and follow our website. We encourage everyone to take this opportunity and complete the form promptly. Thank you for your active participation and congratulations once again for all. Ladies and gentlemen, before we end, the organizing committee would like to take this opportunity to extend our heartfelt appreciation to our esteemed sponsor. This event would not have been possible without the generous support of the sponsorship. Your contribution has played a vital role in ensuring the success of the International Research and Innovative Technology Competition and Conference I-Ritec 2025. On behalf of everyone here, we sincerely thank you for your trust, commitment, and unwavering support. Thank you. We have now come to the end of the ceremony today. On behalf of all the committee members, I would like to express my utmost gratitude to all the distinguished guests and floor members for making this event a success. I want to leave you all with a quote by Stuart Brand, an author and innovative thinker, who once said, "We can see the past, but not influence it. We can influence the future, but not see it." Let us all be guided by all the things we have learned and heard throughout the presentation and the conference today and be able to see and influence our future. Thank you for your gracing our events today. Till we meet again, perhaps in the next year, have a great evening ahead. Thank you.
Aku dah senyum dah tu.